Good afternoon. My name is David Shpigler with Intelligent Pathway. Intelligent Pathway is a product provider of online personalized learning platform that's aimed at students to help them develop their maximum learning potential. Effectively, we've come up with a way to deliver a personalized learning pathway for each and every student that taps in and allows them to tap into their own pace and style so they don't have to follow along a predetermined lesson plan. In fact, studies have shown that this kind of an approach can enable a student operating at the 50th percentile of performance to reach all the way to the 98th percentile of performance. You see, what's happening today is that the overwhelming majority of existing education technology platforms feature what I would call static content. That is content that doesn't adjust based on the needs of the learner. Our approach is completely different, featuring continuous benchmarking at every step of the way. Effectively, we're going to be monitoring the strengths, the weaknesses, and the individual learning style of each student so we understand where they're at each point, and more importantly, where they need to go to maximize their learning potential. We have gone through an extensive customer discovery process to better understand the marketplace. We've spoken with 148 parents, teachers, and administrators to better understand the issues associated with this. And a father of three that we spoke with really captured this concept best when he said that the best advantage associated with online learning is how advanced it is. But the biggest drawback is it's not personalized. So let's talk about that personalization and what that would look like. Let's assume for a moment that we have two students learning high school geometry, and they get 70% of their online assessment. Now, what that would suggest in the old world is that they need to go back to the beginning, do it again, and try harder. Our approach will really nail down exactly what their strengths and weaknesses are, so we can identify, for example, that student number one really understands geometry, but is struggling specifically with Pythagorean theorem, whereas student number two is struggling across the board. Now, while their test scores are the same, we understand that the root cause of why they're getting their test scores are vastly different. Instead of teaching them in the same way and teaching to the middle, we can differentiate and do a better job for each of them. So the question is, how do we do this? Well, we're working alongside IBM to leverage the Watson cognitive analytics software called Watson that you may have seen on commercials recently. Watson forms the back end of our solution, where we have the front end of our solution that interfaces through the APIs that we're currently co-developing with IBM. And in doing so, we can deliver a product that far exceeds anything that's on the marketplace today, and we can reach market much faster as well. Now, speaking of that market, the US market for education technology services is roughly $8 billion a year and growing. That covers the needs of 58 million students in the marketplace today. And of those 58 million, we certainly believe we can provide service to all of them, but there are two segments of the market that through customer discovery we identify that have particular pain and particular need. One is the 2.9 million talented and gifted students that are bumping up against the ceiling of their current solutions, and 1.6 million homeschool students.
So David, is this intellectual